Hello everyone, hello again from USA Canada Visa Help. And today I will discuss about a most important topic, that is how to fill out DS-160 form, which is a mandatory form you have to fill out, and this form will guide you towards going for the visa interview. All right, so after this form you will be filling out another profile which is called CGI profile, and then you will be able to attend the interview. So this is so crucial. Okay, so I appreciate all the hard work you have done so that you have achieved a great offer letter from a great university, and also you have achieved some funding so that your visa journey will be pretty smooth. So the visa officer will be very much convinced about you and will easily you a visa. So I hope you have done great, and now let us continue with how to fill out DS-160. So what you have to do is you search on the Google by writing DS-160. Simply write this and then click here on search, and then all these suggestions will pop. Now you have to select this one, GENIIV, the first one. Okay, so remember this address. So click on here, and now based on your country you have to select the location, which country and which city you are from. So just select that. For example, if you're from Australia, from Melbourne city, Melbourne, Australia, Perth, because Australia has multiple consulate offices, so you can select from so many options. But if you are in like Bangladesh, so only Dhaka. Okay, if you're in India, there may be some options like Chennai, Hyderabad, and some few options. If you are in China, so yet again there will be some options. Okay, so Guangzhou, Shanghai, so there are multiple options. For example, I am selecting here Bangladesh. Okay, so let me continue with Bangladesh, Dhaka, and then I have to write the captcha just like this. So let me write 5U8EAN, and then I have to click here on start an application. So just do this, start an application, and now you're good to go. If you do I agree, just here select I agree. After checking I agree, your application ID is generated already, and now you have to give a security question and answer. For example, if you want to do like, what is the given name of your father's father? For example, this is Donald Trump. For example, just an imaginary name. Okay, this is not an actual, just for an example. Your father's name is Donald Trump. Okay, so then hit continue, and now this page came. So you are set to go. You can start your application. But remember, always do save. After you do one page, do save and then keep on, because this is the website that goes like that gets refreshed all the time. So you cannot take that risk. So fill out and do save. Okay, for example, surname is Mashrafi. For example, given name means first name, surname means last name. For example, this is the name. Okay, Mashrafi Khagan, and full name in native alphabet. So for example, from Google input tools, you can select your language. For example, here Bangla. For example, this is the name. Okay, so I will also give you another video for Google input tools so that you can write how to do it. I will show you in another video. For today, I'm just writing. If you cannot, and alternatively you can go to Google translate and then translate the name and then copy and paste here. Okay, so there are multiple options, but I will also show you how to do Google input tools like this. Okay, so have you ever used other name, for example? No. And also, then do you have a telecode that represents your name? No. 6, for example, it's gonna be male. Marital status, married. Okay, so date and place of birth. For example, the date is 1 January 1980, just for an example. Oh, this is still in Bangla language, so let me convert it into English. So turn off. Okay, so click on there and then turn off. So Bangla is gone. Now you can do, for example, 1980, and city, for example, Dhaka, province Dhaka, region or country Bangladesh, and now hit save. I'm again telling you, hit save. Okay, now continue your application. This way you can keep it saved and continue the application. Okay, so now go to the next page. Country or region of origin, Bangladesh. Do you hold or have you held any nationality other than the indicated above? So no. Of a country or region other than your country or region of origin. If you are not a PR of any other country, then no. And now your NID number or national identification number. For example, just for an example, this is like this. Okay, so US social security number, so doesn't apply. You are thinking about going to US, but you don't have a social security number yet, so doesn't apply. US taxpayer ID, you don't have a taxpayer ID, so he doesn't apply. Then next, travel. Now select the purpose of the trip. So you have to select F, because you are a student visa category applicant, so you do academic or language student, F. Okay, select F and then you go for specify. So F1, because you are applying for yourself. If you are also applying for somebody, so then you have to add another, like here you do F and then F2, child, or like if you are applying for more than yourselves, like your spouse and your child, so like that. Okay, just for example, if you're applying for yourself, let us do like this: academic or language student F, student F1. Then have you made specific travel plans? You don't have to complicate too much by selecting yes. If you select yes, then there will be too many things that will come up here, so you want to avoid complexity, so select no. By selecting no, you only need to give when you will arrive in United States. So for example, if your class starts on August like 15, then 30 days before the class start date is the earliest date you can enter USA. You cannot enter USA 60 days, 90 days before your class start date. So keep in mind, you can enter USA 30 days prior to your class, but not before that. Maybe you will join like 25th of July. So still you have plenty of time, like 21 days before you start your class. So like 2024, for example. Then intended length of stay, like how many years you will be there in USA. So for example, if your degree is a bachelor's degree, maybe 4 years. If your degree is like a master's, maybe 2 years. If it is a shorter master's, then 1 year. So like for example, you're a bachelor student, so 4 years. Do not like over mention the number of years. Like if you are doing bachelor's and then if you do 10 years, you will not be like considered well in filling out. You will not be doing a good job in filling out the form, because the visa officer won't allow you to get the visa if you put so many years here. So they will look for this information, because if your class ends after 4 years from now and then still you want to live in USA for more than 4 years, like 7, 8, 10 years, 12 years, so it's not like logical. So visa officer will reject your visa. So you have to understand how many years of your study program is there. You have to select that number of years so that the visa officer thinks you are doing rational judgment. Your intention is not bad. You will not overstay in USA. Okay, so they will be convinced about your visa application. Okay, then street address. For example, you will go to the university dormitory, like this is for example your university dormitory address. Or if you have another address where you have like booked a hotel or motel from booking.com, Agoda or something, then you can select that as well. So person or entity paying your trip, it can be self and it can be other person, but it is always, I told you, self fund is the best fund, and self fund visa ratio is much higher. So you have to understand this. Then do save. Okay, and then continue application. If you do not save yes, the session may go out and you will lose all the data, so you will have to start over. So always do save. Okay, so everything should be fine. Now travel companions. For example, if you are going alone, then select no. Are there other persons traveling with you? No. If you're traveling with some other people like your spouse and children, then yes. Okay, for example, you're going alone, so no. And then again do save. It is much better. And then continue application. This is best. Okay, so next part. Have you ever been in US? No. Have you ever been issued a US visa? Maybe no. These are. Have you ever been refused a US visa? No. Has anyone ever filed an immigrant petition? No. If you select yes here, it will reduce the chances of your visa, because if you are applying for immigrant visa as well as non-immigrant visa, like F1 visa is a non-immigrant visa, so you are having dual intent and USCIS officer will not treat it positively. So always select no. If actually there is a petition, then you can select yes, but there is chance that your visa application will not be granted, because you have, in one hand you have made a petition for immigrant visa, and on the other hand you are doing a non-immigrant visa application, so it is like contradictory. Okay, all right, now go save again and then continue application. Next stage, and then home address. This is your home country's address. Okay, so this is, for example, this is an address. Okay, now if is your mailing address as same as your home address. If you select yes, then it is the same address. But if you select no, if your mailing address is different than the address you are living, so maybe no. But in almost all the cases it is yes, so you don't have to fill out another address. Okay, so then, and it is better if this address matches with your passport. Okay, in the passport there is an address, and this address, if those are same, then it is better. If not, this is also okay, but still it is better. So phone number, so for phone number, remove 0 before the phone number. Okay, if you do not have any other phone number, just select doesn't apply. Most of the people have only one phone number, so this is okay. And then, have you used any other phone numbers in the last 5 years? You probably select no here. Okay, most of the people use one phone number only. Have you used any other email address in the last 5 years? Select no. It doesn't matter. These types of questions, responses do not matter too much, so don't worry. This is not a crucial question. Social media platform. If you have any Facebook page, a Facebook presence, or LinkedIn presence, it is always better if you mention something, because they will figure out if they want to. So it is better not to take any chance. Like, for example, this is your Facebook. Okay, for example, this is like your Facebook. It doesn't matter too much, but still, if they do not believe you, then they will investigate you. So if you present something that is true, they will become convinced. Otherwise, they will think that you are cheating with them. You're not an honest person. So do not hide something. If you have Facebook, they are actually looking for whether you have Facebook or not. Yeah, you can add more things, but they're most importantly, they're thinking about Facebook. Okay, so upload your Facebook page here, the URL of Facebook page. This is quite simple. You know what is the URL of your page, so you have to paste here. Do you wish to provide information about your presence on any other websites or applications? You can choose no, because you don't have to share anything else, but at least you should share Facebook. Okay, and then save, and then continue application, and then passport. And now in the passport, you see first passport or travel document type, maybe regular, and passport number. For example, your passport number is something maybe like this. Then passport book number, it's not needed, so it doesn't apply. Country or authority that issued your passport, your home country, and then city, which city's passport office issued you the passport. So just like this. And issuance date, maybe, just for an example, it's just an example, so don't worry too much about this. Okay, so this is how you fill out passport. Have you ever lost a passport, or if no, then no, most probably no. Then save. and then continue application again, because this is saved. If you do not save, then maybe the session is out and you cannot access your DS160 unless you can retrieve your application. So now next US contact. So for today, until this point, we are quite a bit advanced now. Only 4 fields are left, so including the US contact, 5 fields are left. I hope I will discuss it in the next video, so it is going to be too much for today if I discuss them as well. So I hope for joining the next video. So I wish you good luck with your application, and meet me in the next video. Okay, thank you for listening. Bye bye.